welcome listeners to a very, what's the word, Christian? Remote episode of Power Rangers in Cyberspace. My name is Sean Fritz, one of your hosts, joining from a hotel room in Chattanooga, Tennessee, joined with my co-host way over there.
Yep.
What's your
Christian
name,
Ingram,
cowboy?
the Power Rangers guy. Okay, so
Yes,
on today's episode of Power Rangers in Cyberspace, we have the man behind Power Rangers, the First Ninja, Power Rangers, Shattered Past, and that awesome RPM, what was it, a promo video for the jacket?
Yeah, we did a little RPM short.
Yeah, Mr. Colin Bass.
Happy to be here. Thanks so much for having me on, guys.
Yeah, it was awesome talking to you the last time, which was, a few months ago now at this point?
Yeah, I think it was right after First Ninja came out, which was a long time ago. So
yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Yes, it was amazing. But now, correct me if I'm wrong, but August 3rd is when y'all start filming the second episode of First Ninja.
Yeah, so we have a big chunk done already that we did for a convention that we wanted to have some new footage for, and it's kind of an action-packed, like story-heavy scene. But now we're finishing up the rest of part 2 of First Ninja this weekend up in Big Bear. About a day and a half left of filming, and then we're going to try to get it out as soon as possible. It's long overdue, though.
Oh yeah, I've been looking forward to it. I'm like, come on, when's the next episode? I need it, because after the way the first one left off, I'm like, all right, I need the next episode like yesterday.
Yeah, we built the world. Now it's time to, stretch our wings in the world and do some more stuff with it and dive deeper into the origin story that, we're making up for Ninja Storm.
Yeah, speaking of which, since the last time we talked, a very sad thing happened in the world of Power Rangers with the passing of Pua Magasiva, which was the Red Ninja Storm Ranger. Now, is there going to be any kind of like tribute in First Ninja Episode 2 to him, or any kind of nod to him, or anything like that? Anything you can talk about?
Yeah, we're going to dedicate the whole series to him, actually. It's going to, we'll dedicate it then in loving memory to Pua afterwards. But I think it also affected my writing for Jackson, because, he's like, it's all fan film based, but he's really the only other like live action person to carry that, Red Ranger suit and wind symbol and everything. So it really changed what kind of leader I wanted Jackson to be. But the whole series is going to be dedicated to Pua from now on, for sure.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome to hear. It was really out of nowhere, his passing, because he was so young, and it was really shocking. And I was like, okay, like I think my phone blew up with like 15 messages that night, and I don't know why I was awake at that point. And I'm like, what the hell?
No, you weren't. You weren't, because you called me and you're like, dude, I'm so sleepy. I just woke up to 15 messages from about Pua dying. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Why are you calling me at 1 o'clock in the morning? Not that it wasn't, a relevant or, event that you'd want to share and I'd want you to relate to me, but you're like, I'm asleep, but people call me.
Yeah, it was.
And I'm calling you.
I don't know. I definitely watched Ninja Storm that night after I woke back up. Like, I think everybody did. But
yeah, I was out at the bar and I had quite a few drinks, and I got the message about it because people were tagging me in like their tribute posts. And I was like, what do I say? And I was like really buzzing and emotional. And I was like, maybe I should wait till the morning. But I just did a, rest in peace post on the First Ninja page, and I will talk more about it later. Then when I was clear-minded in the morning, I was like, okay, let me say what I want to say. And I just basically said what I told you, that First Ninja is going to be dedicated to him in loving memory after every episode.
Yeah. Again, rest in peace, Pua. But because of his passing, the yellow Ninja Storm Ranger, what is his name? The
Glenn. Well, it's Dustin in the show, but Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn. I was trying to look for his real name, but because of his passing, from what I've heard, he wants to go to more conventions. I know I tagged you in the Ranger Stop convention. This is his first convention in the U.S. Do you have any plans on going to that to meet him, or?
I don't think so. He's across the country, but I think it's awesome that he's doing that, and I would love to meet him. But no, it's just, it's like 3,000 miles away, and I don't really have the time or money to get over there. But anyone who goes and meets him, give him some love from me.
Yeah, definitely. I hope he ends up going to PMC, because that's right around where you live. You should be able to go to that, right?
Oh yeah, I'll suit up, and if he's there, I'll freak out, man. I'll make him watch First Ninja or something.
I'm pretty sure he's already seen it because I'm pretty sure people have sent it to him. Like, oh my god, have you seen this? Like,
Yeah, the Ranger fans are really great. In our comments section, they tag the real Rangers, and we've gotten noticed by a few real Ninja Storm Rangers, and it's always so nice that they even see what we're doing, and we're the first of our kind doing something that's. I'm sure other people have done non-Mighty Morphin, but it's a lot of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers fan films out there. So that's why I feel like we're different, because we're doing the kind of a lesser known season in the scale of things. And I think those Ninja Storm actors like that.
yeah, I mean, as much as I love Mighty Morphin, it was good to see like different seasons getting fan films, and I know that's why me and Sean are looking into writing this Phantom Ranger fan film. The Shattered Past was literally amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I literally watched it. I watched it like 6 times. I'm like, all right, how do I download that song for a workout playlist?
Oh, I know that song was. Who did that song, by the way?
That's ATO Worldwide, and Shattered Past just honestly it accidentally came together, and it became this like cool thing that kind of opened up lots of bridges to other Ranger, fan film makers or cosplayers or even the music. But his name's Kay, and he's ATO Worldwide on social media. But he hits me up. He saw First Ninja, and he's like, "Yo, I want to work with you." And you have to imagine we get a lot of those messages because a lot of people just want to get involved, which is great, but a lot of people can't really help us. And I just say, we'll let you know when we have auditions or something. But he's like, dude, check out my music. I will write you a song. Let me know what you need. And I was like, okay, I have this idea where the Omega Ranger has to go back and stop Tommy from becoming evil, but it's going to bridge all these timelines and all these universes. And it's going to make this kind of like really free Power Rangers thing where we're free from the rules and free from like where that's not accurate, blah blah, and we go, oh, it's alternate timeline,
Neither is Shattered Grid.
Exactly. And so I'm having a lot of fun writing it, and episode 1 is gonna be pretty crazy. Just like the trailer is like a minute long and so much happens at once. I'm like running from explosions. But so ATO Worldwide makes this song that I sent him my script and my voiceover monologue, and he creates this song that tells our whole story from the trailer, and then starts rapping all the different seasons in the actual song. And then I invited him to one of my parties, and he came out, and we just became really good friends. We hung out at Comic-Con. He's coming up to Big Bear to film with us. It's funny how Rangers bring people together,
Omega access, Sam O'Neill clean the timeline up. I'm after Lord Draken. He messed the whole vibe up. You messed the timeline up. I got my powers lined up. Get ready for the rise up. Gotta go back. Omega access, Saba Saber. Say the future. We gotta go back. Omega time jump. Power Rangers Shadow Pass. Omega access.
The year is 2040 and Earth is on the brink of destruction.
Yeah,
it's funny how that is more the case today than it was maybe 10 years ago too.
For sure. I kept my Ranger love pretty secret 10 years ago.
Oh yeah. That's I told my HR lady the other day that I was a fan of Power Rangers and Sentai, and she's like,
uh-oh,
I'm not on her my name and her husband's name are the same, so I'm not on her high priority list. So that's the reason I tell people. I'm sure there's other reasons.
Yeah, and Power Rangers has definitely gotten way more popular in the past 10 years. I know in middle school, like I loved Power Rangers my whole life, but I wore a Power Ranger shirt to school and I wore a jacket over it because I was ashamed. I was like, but now it's like, it's crazy. Nobody's ashamed to be any kind of fan anymore. So I'm glad I really am glad to see that. So
me too, man. Feels good. And like when we first started doing Power Rangers fan films, I got hooked, man. Just the fandoms, how it feels to be in that suit, to morph. Like, I was just like, I want to do more. And then Shattered Past came out, then the RPM thing. And then we're just like, kind of like, what's next? But now it's more along the lines of like, let's finish First Ninja, then, branch out. But I'm going to be sad when First Ninja's over, dude. It's a really fun world to live in.
Now, how many episodes are you planning on doing for First Ninja? Is it just the 2 or is it multiple?
It's three parts. Each one is an element, so it goes earth, air, water. And if people want more, then we'll see what we can do about that.
When does Captain Planet show up?
Next episode at the very end. He's the new villain.
We have an in with Noah. If you don't, so are you?
With
Are
Noah?
you
Noah
Noah
Barron.
Barron? He did a Captain Planet trailer on.
Oh, awesome.
He did the
No.
Life After Power Rangers fan film.
Oh yeah. He's actually got real Rangers in there.
Yeah. It was.
He's in LA, isn't he?
Yeah, I think that's where he's based out of.
Well, I'm
He's
San Diego.
Well, it's not far on a map, but far in the highway.
Yeah, exactly. Far with traffic. But
Yeah.
I watched his first episode. I mean, it's very different, but I mean, Power Rangers nonetheless. So maybe he wants to be in a more action, dramatic type of thing.
He loved not to talk about someone else while we have you on here, but I'm sure he would be very interested
Cool.
in shaping his community. He's an aspiring actor. He's got actor friends too, like not like inside the actor studio level yet, but they're very good at what they do. So
Cool.
So Christian, let's break off of this tangent.
Yeah,
and go
we're
back
good
to
at tangents.
We are amazing. I have a question though.
Yes.
Ask away.
Real quick. So when watching the trailer for Shattered Past and Christian, the character was never revealed, demorphed, correct?
Just
one time.
Who am I remembering that wasn't demorphed?
No, you're right. He wasn't morphed. He wasn't demorphed at all. Then at the very last second of the end of the season, he goes through the portal back to his time and he turns into a person. He's just a generic white boy like me. So we went for it.
So here's what I'm thinking. This is a theory on a fan film. Like, how much more nerdy can you get?
I love it.
Sam is really coinless Tommy Draken trying to go back and stop him, but he knows that he is killed in the future, in the comics, in the Shattered Grid book. But I don't know, it's just theory.
No, I'm confirming I'm Sam, the Omega Ranger. I do like that theory though. It'd be awesome to play Tommy, but
separate timeline for Shattered Past.
Oh, your fan film.
My fan film of a real film.
Fan
show.
film inside a fan film of a fan series. It's a lot of fans in there.
Of an adapted Japanese property. It's like
That's
8 levels
Power
deep.
Rangers, baby.
Hey,
Yeah.
whatever happens,
Christian.
happens. But
Power Rangers logic.
Colin, did you ever look into the Power Rangers 2007 game? It was Super Legends with the Omega Ranger.
My friend, I beat that thing secretly in high school when I was embarrassed of my fandom, man. Me and my buddy Michael, he lived down the street from me. I was like, dude, will you please play 2-player with me? And we were just playing all of our favorite Rangers. We beat that thing, the little side-scrolling one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so much fun. But like a lot of people had the same special attacks, which was kind of a bummer. But no, man, I beat that game. I love that game. That was fun.
See, what Shattered Past remind me of has elements to that in there from what I've seen, because it's like Lord Zed taking over the timeline and going around and recruiting different evils and just the timeline aspect of it. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And I'm like, oh, the Omega Ranger. And it was just, the story was amazing in the game. The gameplay sucked.
You're right. Well, it's fun if you just like really wanted to play as a Power Ranger because there wasn't really anything out then. So I was just like, oh, cool. My favorite's the Red Dino Thunder Ranger.
Yeah.
So it's cool just like, being able to be the different Red Rangers in a game, regardless of how Mega Man-ish it was,
It was pretty Mega Man-ish for the most part.
Is that the PS2 game?
Yes.
Yep.
15th anniversary season?
Mm-hmm.
I believe
Operation Overdrive.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That one.
That one. But so one thing I wanted to ask you about is the Green Alien Ranger.
Oh, you saw that, huh?
Oh yeah, I definitely saw that. I'm like, Green Alien Ranger. Oh, so does he get his powers from the amulet, or is it like Ninjor giving him his powers, like the regular Alien Rangers, where they just, I guess, have the powers inside them the whole time?
Do you want to know? Do you want to know a spoiler for next episode?
I think we want an exclusive.
Okay, I'll give you an exclusive. So Cyclone Samurai, you think that he's just like this, Power Rangers villain where he's like, I just want money and power and take over the world and blah, blah, blah. He's actually a little more complex. He is an ex-Power Ranger. He was the Forgotten Green Alien Ranger. So his powers did originally come from Ninjor, but something happened on Aquitar that it's not really spoken what happens, but it's implied that he betrays the team and screws them all over. And then he does get his hands on the samurai orb, which we will explain where that comes from too. But then because he's like embracing this like dark energy, he basically, are you guys familiar with Digimon?
Oh my god, I love Digimon.
Okay, you know Skull Greymon?
Yes.
Okay, that like forced digivolution.
Oh my god.
That's kind of what happens with the Cyclone Samurai. So he was part of that ninja team on Aquitar. And then on Earth, you find out that he is stealing elements for a certain reason. And it's not really as black and white as good and evil is usually on Power Rangers. And then he goes, Samurai Storm, Ranger form. And it's like not morphing because he's evil and it's like a good energy thing. So he just Skull Greymons that shit and forces himself to morph into this next form, which is what you saw in the part 2 teaser trailer.
Oh my god, that's awesome because I'm like Digimon is one of my many loves. I just started an anime podcast and I eventually want to talk about Digimon. So like that shit hits hard because I remember when that happened in Digimon where they've Tai forced Agumon to Digivolve and that shit he went crazy. Oh my god.
Yeah, Christian, you might be proud of me, man. I won a Digimon versus Pokemon debate at an anime con. It was called What's Better? And it was me and my buddy America versus these two guys. And we won the crowd over, and Digimon won the whole thing. It was a big debate. People were holding up signs and stuff. We got people to do the Digi rap. It was dope.
Oh my god, I love the Digi. That's amazing. Oh my god, because everybody's like, Pokemon's so much better. And I'm like, no, it's not. Literally, watch the show. Like, Digimon, the first 2 seasons, like, I cried during it.
Oh, it's solid TV, man. Especially the movie still holds up for me too.
Oh my god, which movie is your favorite? Like, is it the first movie with Omnimon, or is it the second one with Imperial Ultramon Paladin mode?
I guess I only know the first movie because the one that came out in theaters. I don't think I've seen the other ones.
I would recommend the Imperial Ultramon Paladin mode movie because I think it's on YouTube because nobody takes it down, and I'm just like, well, shit. The animation for it is beautiful, but yeah, I'm not going to get off on a Digimon tangent because that will last me forever.
Right.
I just want to chime in and say I have no idea what the hell you guys are talking about.
Welcome to our world, pal.
Yeah.
No one knows what we're talking about.
Sean.
But if we're like Pikachu, everyone's all, huh? What? Yeah.
Exactly. But so yesterday I saw an Instagram post. I think it was on Crimson Vision Studios Instagram. It was the green samurai amulet with red and blue thunder coming off of it.
Yeah, I'm surprised he did that. That's a little spoilery, don't you think?
Yeah, because I was like, oh, so Thunder Ranger's showing up. I was like, huh.
Yeah, we got the full crew in this next episode. Maybe not all of them morphed, but like there's a lot of ninjas, a lot of elements, lots of Power Rangers history that that I am kind of creating to bridge this gap between, Alien Rangers, even a little Mighty Morphin, and even some, Ninja Storm, all bridging together. In this next episode, it's like we're doing like the math on it, like the amount of talking versus the amount of like visual effects shots. It's just like talking effects shots. It's going to be crazy, man. And it's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited to get back in my suit too. I've been working out and eating less and trying to like be more Ranger fit. And I'm super excited to get the suit on and see how I look compared to episode 1.
Well, I'm sure you'll look amazing. I'm trying to do the same thing for this Phantom Ranger costume I'm ordering, but like food is hard for me to give up and alcohol. So it's like,
Dude. Hey, man, I love beer and I love bread, and I miss them both dearly. So we'll celebrate after we film.
Beers, yeah. Bread is like my favorite thing.
And if you need a Phantom Ranger, say, circa 2 years from now, Christian is your man. Because he's not going to get that thing for another ever.
Where are you getting it from?
Anarchy.
Oh, the dream.
Yeah.
That guy's got the best.
The delay.
Yeah.
I know.
It's a long time, but it's worth it at the end of the day just because of how good the quality is. But he was having a sale. I'm like, how much for a Phantom Ranger costume? And he goes, like 1,000. I'm like, just take my money already.
Mm-hmm. Danny's Yellow Ranger that he uses in First Ninja is an Aniki, or however you say it.
Mhm.
And man, I'm like embarrassed in mine next to him. He looks so much cooler than me.
Which one? And the Ninja Storm one?
Yeah. So his yellow is Aniki, and it's just amazing, man.
Where did you get your red one?
Mine's from acgcosplay.com. That's where my my black ninja suit is from, and my actual Red Ranger suit. I just went for the cheapest because it's all on screen stuff, and I'm not like, we're not like that close. I need more stuff I can like move around in and act in. But I'm getting some adjustments made tomorrow to tighten it all up. So, but I mean, it gets the job done on screen. You can't really tell the gold isn't molded; it's just fabric. But yeah, it's just my first suit, so I wanted to start off small.
Honestly, on screen it looks fine.
It looks fine. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I love wearing it too, so it's a good deal.
Wear it to work someday.
Yeah, I should. At Halloween, I'll be like.
That'd be a pretty awesome Halloween costume, just to, how some people overdo it.
That'd be me.
Darn, right? I mean, I give out full-size candy bars to kids and little airplane liquor bottles to their parents. So
yeah, that's the best.
So,
I
gotta curry favor somehow.
I have a story.
I wore my Ninja Storm costume last year for Halloween, and just because it was pretty comfortable, and my other friends were like plain ninjas that we used for the show, and we went out to the bars after, and we partied. And the next day I was at Pizza Port, which is like a local pizza brewery around here, and this girl goes, "Were you a ninja last night?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, you watched this show?" And she's like, "No, on Halloween I saw you running around as a ninja."
Oh my God, that's great.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, you're a fan of Power Rangers?" They're like, "No, I just thought you were some drunk ninja."
Well, I was last night.
There was more than one.
Yeah, we had 3 deep. We were 3 ninjas deep, just like,
Nice.
Yeah, on I guess it was last Halloween. No, the year. One Halloween I worked at Texas Roadhouse. No, it wasn't even Halloween. It was I organized a superhero night for
nice.
Labor Day.
It was it was right before KatsuCon, so it was in February. And I brought my Power Ranger helmet. I wore a Power Ranger shirt, and somebody looked at me and they go, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Oh my God.
And I'm like, "I'm having fun. I organized this bitch. I'm gonna do what I want."
Yeah, what Ranger were you?
Red Mighty Morphin, because that's the only helmet I had. I was like,
dude, they should have known exactly what you were doing. Like, oh, that's the Red Power Ranger. Let him do his thing, dude.
You can't start this. You can't start your shift without the original Red Power Ranger.
It's steak time.
Pretty much.
It's medium rare time.
Only appropriate way to cook a steak.
Yeah.
Anyways, oh my God, yeah, that was a lot of fun. But I can't wait to feel what it feels like to put on a Power Ranger costume. I know you have to feel like super powerful when you put those things on.
Oh yeah, the first thing I ever wore was the like black ninja academy suit, and I felt so cool, man. And then I was like, oh, I can't for my Ranger suit. And I put on the helmet, and I'm like, this is torture. But without the helmet, it's very comfortable because we do the Reverse Flash series, as you know. And that suit has like no breathability, and I'm running in it in like 100-degree weather. But Power Rangers, it's like comfortable. It kind of feels like tight pajamas, and it's really great except for the helmet. So I wrote around that. I'm only in the helmet like twice during this next episode. The rest of it's I'm in my ninja suit, or I'm a CGI ninja streak, or I take my helmet off for a dramatic scene, and then I'll be fine with that. Just the 2 times.
Yeah,
your helmet doesn't have the breathable holes above the mouthpiece under the nose.
I do have like these little slits here that you can't really see, but it's more like it pushes on my face like this because I have a pretty big head, and it closes and everything, but like I can feel my nose on it like this, and I just have to deal with it. And I'm like, you like over exaggerate your stuff while you're doing it and stuff, and then in my face is just like totally squished.
It's like,
you act with body language instead of your facial expressions because they're covered.
Yep, exactly. And I'm still learning how to do that. Danny is really good at it, so he's teaching me.
Yeah, all his videos are fantastic. All the ones he does of We the Geeks of East LA channel, and like all those short films he does is amazing. I was really excited to see that Lost Galaxy Ranger announced. I was like, oh, he does Red Lost Galaxy Ranger. I'm sure he'll like that. So I know
I
sent
sent it to him right when you sent it to me. I sent it right at me. I think I saw a text come through right now, so he's probably stoked.
Yeah, that was a big surprise. I thought they'd put the Red Space Ranger with the Red Psycho Ranger, but hey, I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I think I think that makes more sense too. I don't really know why they did that because they only fought each other in the team up episode, right?
Yeah, it was to the 10th power, and only to the 10th power because Power of Pink was only the Pink Psycho Ranger.
Yeah, so I was, I'm sure Danny's stoked, and Psycho Red seems like a really cool guy online, the actor. Oh yeah, I was going to show you. This is what I have. I do this thing where I get, can you see it?
Yeah. Is that the SH figure art?
That's a Bandai Japanese import.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
So I have this kind of tradition where whenever I play a character live action on like YouTube or any acting gig, really, I get myself like a collectible so that when I'm an old man, I'll be like, I once played this character, So that was my present to myself. Yeah, I mean, it's not the American one, but I still love it. And he's just so awesome. I love this. I want to open it, but then I don't. So
so here, Christian, if I may, Colin, do you have any other SH figure arts?
I do not. That is my first Power Rangers action figure, anything. I mean, in my whole adult life. Oh wait, no, this is my only SH figure.
You poor child.
What? I do the morphers. I'm addicted to morphers.
Yeah. Well, there's your man right there. He is too.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm a figure arts man because I have a real job, and there are some that I can't pull the trigger on because like Mighty Morphin Pink, because it's when they first are released, they only make a certain amount, and they're $40 to $60, affordable. However, when they stop making them and they're only available in the secondhand market, you're looking at Mighty Morphin Pink is about $400 now.
Whoa!
Yikes!
They're an investment. They are truly an investment, and I have quite a few.
Who's your favorite?
Troy.
Shut up, asshole. I accidentally bought the.
How do you accidentally buy anything?
Shut up. It was in my cart.
The button too many times in his checkout cart.
No, it was in my Amazon cart, and I thought I moved it to my buy it later. But I bought Shinkenger Blue or Samurai Blue.
Okay.
And he came with his cell phone and his dagger and his water cooler for when everyone's thirsty during a battle. Whatever. What was that? A sword or a shield? That goofy thing. That one's kind of cool.
Antonio Gold?
Yeah. Gold. Yeah,
I was like, why'd you say blue?
Because I'm new here. I didn't watch Samurai but anyway, back on point. The figure arts are great for the articulation.
Totally.
I mean, they have bends in the toe.
Wow.
And most of them bend in the torso. And you can put action poses and whatever. They actually sell stands for them so that you can actually do like mid-air battles and like have somebody like flying through the air or falling backwards from being hit with a sword strike or something like that. They're quite intense.
Well.
Yeah. Goze Knight, to answer your question, is probably my favorite one because he comes with his little cell phone gun attachment, and his phone open, closed, and attached to the gun are all 3 different pieces that it comes with, plus a couple different hands, and as you know.
That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I was very impressed by this.
Yeah, probably the best quality Ninja Storm figure or what is it, Hurricaneger you can get.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
it's really exciting to see.
They did them right.
Do what?
They did them right. Those figure arts.
Yes. But it's good to see Hasbro doing figures like that, not as well detailed, but still pretty damn close and pretty damn good at a $20 price
impressed.
Point.
Yeah, I wish they would pick a Ranger I actually care about, though. I mean, like all those ones. My favorite. I love Tommy, the White Ranger, but I wouldn't really get it. I don't know why. I don't know. I like I was telling you, I'm more about like the props and stuff. Like
Mhm.
I love the idea of like I wish they would bring back the legacy weapons because I'd be a sucker for those. But for now, it's just morphers that'll kind of increase the production value of Shattered Pass and First Ninja right now. Like I got the Lightning Morpher, which I was stoked on because that sells for like 200, I think, online.
Mhm.
But I got it for like 40. And
Wow.
yeah, and I really want to work it into the story for First Ninja, even though I don't have the Battleizer. But all it really is, I watched the episode again of when Shane, gets the ability, and all it really is that alien sacrificing her energy to create it. So I think I might have like something like that tie into it, and then it's just more of like a power based attack, like a big like Dragon Ball Z type aura or something. I don't know, but I just really want to use it, and I bought it just on an impulse because I've never seen it so cheap, and it's still perfect condition. And then I got like lots. I got Omega, obviously, SPD. I have Dino Thunder. I have like 4 of the Ninja Storm morphers, and then one random one that I'm forgetting about. But yeah, I'm a sucker for those morphers. And like you said, man, it's like you have to buy them secondhand now, and the prices are just crazy.
I'm the same way with morphers. I go on eBay. I'm like, all right, what morpher am I trying to buy? So, I mean, if you ever need to borrow like an in-space morpher or a Time Force morpher, just hit me up. I'll send it to you. It's all good.
Thank you. Do you have Mystic Force?
Mystic Force, I do not.
I have not seen those anywhere, man. I want to do an episode of Shattered Pass where like the magic's all gone and it's all black and white, and you have to like get it back through a certain ranger with their Mystic Force wand phone or whatever it's called.
Those are really cool, but I would recommend getting the Japanese ones and not the American one if you get any online, because the Japanese one actually has a different what is it, I can't think of words right now, but it's not the same shit on the phone. It's like it has the red one, the blue one, the green one, and it's like
it's individualized.
Yes, that Christian can't think of words tonight, but yes, Japanese is definitely better.
I'm surprised this weekend. Christian came. I live in Raleigh, and Christian came down for GalaxyCon, and I'm surprised you didn't buy that Mystic Force lamp that we saw.
I didn't even see it. God dang it!
Wait, the one that the cat comes out of?
Yeah, Gingy.
I knew that. I just wasn't sure.
Sean, I remember you telling me about it before the convention, and right now.
I'm disappointed in you.
I would have bought that too.
It was $20.
Damn. You could have had Genji on your side, man.
I know. A genie, man. 3 wishes.
We did see.
That guy's kind of annoying, though, to be honest. So
okay. Christian, we did see the genie from Aladdin, though, so it was already out of the bottle.
Yeah, I asked him for wishes, and he said, nah.
Yeah, he said I'm married, and I don't have any gold bands on my wrists.
Just one on my finger.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you about the Anime Pasadena panel. That was, from what I saw, like, that was amazing. You got to show Power Rangers for the First Ninja there, right?
Yeah, we did the first episode, and then a world premiere of like a big clip from part 2 that we still haven't released online yet. And it was really fun, man. It's really cool being able to nerd out with a bunch of Power Rangers fans. And they were asking me, Jimmy, GL Jimmy on Instagram was our moderator. And he was awesome, dude. Real quick, fast, good questions. And the audience was like, so what you're telling me is that the Alien Rangers passed down their powers to the Ninja Storm, but before Ninja Storm was... And I was like, yes, you nailed it. Everyone's picking up my Easter eggs. It was so much fun, dude. And then I messed up the morph at the end with everyone.
If we all remember from Power Morphicon, a certain other YouTuber did the same thing, so it's okay.
Oh, okay, good, yeah.
Who?
But no, morph.
It was Andre Meadows, Christian, of all people.
Yeah. Andre's awesome.
He is. As I relate to Nakia expertly and Karen.
No, he didn't. He put his foot in his mouth.
I put both of them and yours in my mouth.
He's like, Christian, what am I trying to say? And I go, I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out.
Oh man, are you guys coming back next year?
Yeah, we're both coming to Power Morphicon. We have everything booked, and Well, except for the flights. I mean, so
Yeah.
I'll see you there, my friend.
yes, you
Yeah,
will.
we found an Airbnb for $500, a mile and a half away. I was like, how did this happen?
Clutch, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Of course, I thought they would be in Anaheim again this year, so I was like betting on that. I'm like, all right, well, we'll just go to Disneyland and walk right there. And then they go, no, we're moving back to Pasadena. I go, fuck. Go like, damn it.
You're not too far if you do want to go to Disneyland, though.
Yeah, I heard it's like a 30, 40-minute drive, if that.
Yeah, about.
So it's not too terrible. But I'm really looking forward to PMC. I mean, I already have. I shouldn't say this. I might edit this out, but I already
Don't say it. Don't say it. Just you have your stuff already handled.
Yeah, I have everything handled for the most part. But
cool.
So another thing that happened recently in California was San Diego Comic-Con. You attended that, correct?
I did, man. All 4 days and the first night too. It was crazy.
Yeah, how was the experience there? The vibe? Did you get to go to any of the Power Rangers stuff or watch anything from there?
Well, I've been going to Comic-Con since 2007, and I started working in the industry. I use working lightly. I mean, my day job is in the industry, but film-wise is what I want to do. And I've been working in the industry, starting to get the professional pass since 2011 or so. So ever since then, I've kind of been accumulating different events and people to meet up with. So it's a lot of business mixed in with all the fun that it is. So we did have a gig over at the Hasbro booth, which was super fun. We just passed out some Power Ranger stuff, talked about First Ninja, did a live video, checked out all the Beast Morpher costumes in person. It was amazing. We did some promo for First Ninja and for Shattered Past, and then we had some different interviews with Konami and over at Legion M, who does they'll pay for you to do fan films and stuff. So there's a lot of business mixed in there. But man, the vibe was hot. People knew what we were doing. And you have to imagine, I've been going to this thing for so long and no one gave a shit about what we did. And now it's you're the guy from that thing. And I'm yeah, it's nice to meet you. And people actually watch what we do, which is so fulfilling. We love doing it, but when people watch what we do is what makes it really special. And we lived on a boat for 4 days. My dad has a boat down by San Diego Comic-Con, the convention center. And we just had a blast, man. I wore my Ninja Storm Morpher all Saturday and the Red Ranger shirt on. It was a blast, dude. And then the after parties were amazing. It was just nonstop. Met some celebrities. We were in the VIP section for a lot of stuff. And it was just so humbling to be surrounded by people that love what you love, I'm sure you guys can relate. Half the time when you're talking to non-nerdy people, you're what do I say? I don't give a shit about what I like. I'm not a sports guy or anything. So I'm kind of oh, did you see Endgame? And they're huh? And I'm only the best movie ever.
Me at work all the time. I go, yeah. I have a Power Rangers YouTube channel. They're what the fuck is Power Rangers?
You say that to everybody except one guy at work.
Oh, yeah. No, there's, nope. Not going to get into that. But
shut it down.
Yep, you shut that down.
Dude, my job is very nerdy. I do Star Wars licensing for Ruby's Costume Company. We're surrounded by DC, Marvel, Star Wars, Disney, everything you can possibly, even some anime. And none of these people are very nerdy at all. So they're we just got the license to Wonder Woman 84. And I'm wait, let me see everything, and I just nerd out on stuff. And it's just crazy to me that we're in this, overflow of nerd fandom, and there's no one in my immediate life that really likes it like I do.
You need new friends.
Well, I mean, my buddy Sean, who I do the videos with, he's very open to new things. So he's I'm hey, did you ever watch this? And he's no. And I'm let me show you a couple episodes. And he's always down. When I pitched him Power Rangers, he was kind of huh? And then I broke it down. We watched Ninja Storm together. I'm this is what I want to do. A prequel to this school starting. How did this start? Where are these elements coming from? And he's oh, I get it. And then we kind of branched off from there. But I got him into Naruto, DBZ, anything that we're basically doing videos for, he's starting to dive into. And then I can talk nerdy with him. So it all works out.
Because he's new and he wants it all. He wants to eat it. He wants to eat at the cup. Or
yeah.
That wasn't that's not the statement. The saying,
I like that though. Eat at the cup. Means
wants to drink from the cup. Yeah. It's a nerd cup that you can then eat when you're done. It's like Willy Wonka.
Exactly.
So
But yeah, it's just a good time to be a nerd, basically.
oh my God, it's amazing. I mean,
Oh my goodness.
they're saying Naruto on the news. If we Naruto run, they can't stop us all. Like, what
Area
the hell?
51, baby.
Jesus. But yeah, I saw you got to hang out with a celebrity. You, what was his name? Dude from Workaholics.
Sean Fritz.
No.
Oh, different guy. That's me.
No, I know it's you. Yeah, so in the VIP section that we were graciously given by NerdBot, the people that produce Reverse Flash Origins, they just got us into the VIP for these parties. And I met, the dude from Workaholics, Adam Devine, he plays Andy on the show. And then Jared Padalecki from Supernatural, who was amazingly nice. Blake from Workaholics, who wasn't that nice. And then DMC from Run DMC, which was super.
Oh,
cool.
he is so inspiring, dude. Like he could say the alphabet and you'd be like, whoa, I gotta get me some of those.
Yeah, he was doing like a freestyle about Comic-Con, and the whole crowd was like, whoa, like just like made us feel really special about being here. And yeah, so that was really fun. Then I got to meet up with some people I don't usually get to see, like from across the country, which is really cool. And it was just so much fun. It was super nonstop, and I was teaching people how to do the Ninja Storm morph and stuff. It was just a blast, dude.
That's freaking awesome. So one thing I want to talk about though is at San Diego Comic-Con, they released trailers for like Flash, Arrow. Did they release a trailer for Supergirl and Legends? I don't really remember watching that, but
I don't really remember that either, man. I guess the only things that really popped up on my feed were Flash and Arrow, but I know Supergirl got her new suit, which looked amazing. And then Legends is sticking around for another season, but I don't remember seeing a trailer for it.
Yeah, I think it's weird with Legends because you never know when they're coming back. But with Crisis on Infinite Earths, could we see any of the characters from Reverse Flash Origins show up in Crisis?
That would be amazing, man. I mean, the fact that they're like grabbing from all these different timelines and stuff and alternate Earths and everything really reminds me of what I was trying to do with season 2 of RFO, where we're just like, grab this from a cartoon, grab this from a comic, grab this from a movie, and throw them all into this web series. So I think Crisis on Infinite Earths is going to be like what we're doing times 1,000. So, but no one has reached out to me for a cameo or anything.
And I mean, if they did, you couldn't say, right?
I would tell you. I already told you this rep too. I don't know. I don't think I'd be very good at keeping that a secret. I'd be like, you should tune into the CW September 22nd. You might recognize someone you know.
Yeah, because they're grabbing from everywhere. They said that there may be some character show up. What is his name? Burt Ward? Is he the one who played Robin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and why?
Robin,
he's like a fat old guy. I don't know what they're going to do with him.
Yeah, I'm really confused. I'm like, all right. And then the girl who played Wonder Woman back in like the 80s or whatever, the 70s.
She's
Linda Carter. Type, yeah. Well, and Christian, she was the president on Supergirl.
Yep, on the crossover 2 years ago.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Wasn't she actually an alien?
That was Terry Hatcher was Mon-El. Somebody's mother, Mon-El's mother.
I'm pretty sure that Linda Carter was an alien.
Oh, yeah, she was.
Turned into one.
That's pretty crazy.
That's right.
That's pretty awesome.
I would love to, so complete side note, but I would love to see them just factor in somehow just like CG of Batman from Batman the Animated Series. Just have him like walk across at some point. Kind of like in the Spider-Man game, how they have the flat Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah. I don't know about that. And maybe Kevin Conroy voicing like internal transmission, that'd be cool. Met Kevin Conroy too. That was awesome.
With Terry McGinnis's ear.
Oh, that'd be sick. I would love that. We need some live action Batman Beyond. I played him. I never got a memento though.
Oh. They had like this action figure. I think it was from one year at San Diego Comic-Con. I don't remember. I wanted to pick it up, but it's like $100. But I got to meet the voice of Terry McGinnis on
Wilfredo.
Yeah, Saturday or Sunday.
Did you talk to him?
Saturday. Yeah. I got to talk to him. I was like, yo, I didn't realize you were Terry McGinnis. I just knew you as a dude from Boy Meets World, and then I found out you were
Eric
Unstoppable
Matthews.
too, and I just can't stop talking. And Deontay looks at me, he's like, yeah. And I'm like, well,
Oh,
that's the end of that story.
Did you say, what am I trying to say?
No, it wasn't as bad as you.
Not many things are.
But I think what they're doing with Crisis on Infinite Earth is going to be amazing. Hopefully we see a Green Lantern show up eventually, because I know that's what they're talking about. But there's so many rumors out there now about Crisis. It's like, what can you take as real and what can you not?
yeah, just wait for the official announcements. I always say, like, I don't really believe anything I'm reading. When Brandon Routh showed his, Kingdom Come Superman shirt, then I believed it.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was like, all right, well, what are we doing here?
Well, in every crossover, he says something about Supergirl, like that one with the Manhunters, or what are
Like,
they?
she looks like my cousin.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
She
Exactly.
looks like my cousin. Like, oh, okay, so, but when was that revealed at which panel?
That was, I believe, the Legends panel at Comic-Con.
Mm.
Yeah, Kingdom Come Superman is. I'm trying to remember which one, because I'm good with DC, just not the comics, and I can't remember which one that was. I was like,
He's the older Superman that retired, and then he has like the red with the black shield and gray on his sides. He's like outlived like everyone he's loved, and he's with Wonder Woman now. And there's that one superhero that like beat him, and he like went into retirement and like made a holographic farm in the Fortress of Solitude. Kingdom Come's a great story, man. You should check it out.
that sounds really interesting. I mean,
And then Alex Ross did a quick sketch and painting of, or no, it was just a sketch of what he would look like. And an Alex Ross sketch that's quick is still, a work of art, a masterpiece.
Yeah, definitely.
but yeah. Okay, so we talked about Crisis, we talked about First Ninja, we talked about Shattered Past. I want to talk about the RPM short you did for the jacket. I was like, oh, this is cool. It was probably the quickest of the videos, but it was still one of my favorites because I'm like, yo, I love Dylan. I want him back in Beast Morphers because they're bringing back Dr. K and
I know.
Colonel Truman, I think his name is. And I'm like, all right, so what are we doing here? Y'all need to bring back some RPM Rangers, but that jacket looked official.
Dude, it's amazing. I basically did a little trade, like we do a video for you, promote your jacket if you send us a jacket, because what I want to do is some time travel wibbly wobbly and pop into an RPM timeline, and my character Sam meets different actor, but meet Dylan, and like be able to have that as a character in our repertoire, because Ranger suits are very expensive, as you know, but if you can get away with a morpher and some signature like piece of clothing, then you can still tell the story. Not to mention he still has the bionic implants and stuff, so we can have fun with super strength and scanning and stuff like that. So my whole plan was to do that promo video so that I could write Dylan into Shattered Past. So it's not the end of that character. I played him just for the short, but he will be in Shattered Past, which I'm excited about.
Yeah, because Dylan was one of the best characters in the whole Power Rangers universe, hands down.
Oh, yeah. He's so badass.
Yeah, I think RPM was the second best season or second best series of the whole franchise.
Space, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I can't say I don't love In Space. Like, it's by far my favorite. Like, it's goofy, good, man. But I love it. But RPM, hands down. RPM's
awesome.
Yeah, RPM. I really love Dylan's car in RPM, though. That was probably my favorite thing. It was a crappy car, but it was so souped up. It was like, all right, well, it's the best car there.
Yeah, I was like trying to figure out a way to kind of pay homage to that, but I guess I'll just water a flower like he does in the opening.
Yeah, because I can assume it'd be kind of hard to get a car like that for like a film or anything.
Yeah, or even something similar, like he got a new one, or just another cool like Camaro type something. But it was more along the lines of like, hey, we're doing this for a jacket. Let's just like tell a quick story, build some hype, and if people want to see more, we'll do more. And I did that robot ninja because I had a ninja costume from First Ninja, so we just went with it.
It made sense because it was like a bionic ninja, and I was like, all right, that works because like henchman costumes are really hard to get a hold of. So like to get, what was it, a grinder or anything like that? That'd be super tough. And And if you try to make one from hand, it'd look kind of goofy because, like,
well, it'd be a waste because we're doing it just for a jacket. It's not like we have a budget or anything.
yeah.
When you guys do your fan film, you'll see you're gonna have to write around a lot of stuff so that you can just get something done. And I take pride in not really my writing skills, but my writing around problem skills. You know?
Yeah. Hide what you can't. What is it? It's Paul Heyman. He's a like wrestling guru. He was when he ran a company. He was like, hide the negatives, exploit the positives.
Totally. Yep. And that's what we're doing with First Ninja. We're like, all right, we don't have all the Ranger suits, but we do have elements and ninjas and actors. Let's just go with it. So, but at the same time, we're working our way to more Rangers. And our first like trio team is going to be a little weird because it's going to be red, yellow, blue, but it's going to be Navy girl instead of water girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that though.
If it's an origin, it can be. Yeah. It doesn't have to be that the brothers had them right away.
Yeah, and but we casted the water ninja, and we like know where we're going. It's just a matter of like acquiring what we need to do it, and that's what's going to break my heart when it's over. We're going to have all these awesome suits and ready for a next season, but we don't know if we're going to do it or not.
Well, I'm sure the fans will want it. They'll be demanding it because you know how Power Rangers fans are. They're so passionate about all these fan films. Power Rangers Unworthy, First Ninja, Life After Power Rangers, and I'm sure there's more out there. I just can't think of any off the top of my head besides like the ones you do, Shattered Past, the RPM short, which I can't wait to see Dylan in another episode.
Ooh, yeah, I can't wait to be like, why is he so strong? He's like, bionic implants. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's gonna be amazing because that was like the biggest plot of RPM was his bionic implants.
Yeah. Oh, totally. And that was like why he was my favorite. And yeah, I got big plans. It's just a matter of how we execute them, really. But I'm just so excited to film this weekend and get part 2 out.
Yeah, I can't wait for part 2. Hopefully it comes out soon. But Sean, anything else you want to ask?
Just real quick, just in general, what's it like to create a new Ranger, a new costume, or a new character, and just be like, I made this, even though it's based on this. I created this for the world to appreciate. How does that feel?
Are you talking about the Green Alien Ranger?
Yeah, or just in general.
Creating Jackson was really cool. I mean, I know it's the pre-existing Ranger, but Jackson was really fun to create because I kind of thought about like a lot of Rangers, most of them, these powers, this responsibility is thrusted upon them. Some people choose, like SPD, I signed up for this, but a lot of times it's like chosen. So I wanted Jackson to kind of be like wise, like in the scheme of things, but also kind of like a goofball at the same time too. And I thought that'd make a really good leader where when it comes down to it, he'll be there. And he's like, technically the most experienced because he's like the first air elemental. And I really wanted, when I was creating him, I was like, I want him to be, reliable and strong, but I don't want him to be like Sky Tate, for example. I don't think he'd be a good Red Ranger because he's too serious, and you got to be able to go with the flow and stuff. And but creating a Ranger is awesome, dude. And when I came up with the idea for the Green Alien Ranger, I was like, this is going to bridge multiple seasons, and I'm gonna have so much fun explaining why this person went from a ninja on Aquitar to a samurai on Earth. So to answer your question, it feels amazing. It feels freeing. And it's just so much better if you can tie it into what people already love. Sorry, that was a long answer, but it's so much fun, man.
Don't apologize for passion and for the craft.
Thank you.
It's not unappreciated.
Yeah, Power Rangers fans are some of the most appreciative fans of all time. And I think creating new Rangers is really what they wanted, like, especially with the comics. How did you feel about the Omega Rangers?
I didn't like the name, bro.
I hated it.
Hype. I was like, I'm just launching a show about the Omega Rangers, and then they have these new beautiful looking Rangers named the Omega Rangers with no connections to my boy Sam. And I'm like, well, what the heck? So I did a post. I'm like, there's only one Omega Ranger. But I think they look great. I just wish they had a different name. Like, I think someone on my post suggested Alpha Rangers, which I think sounds sick. or like, you know, they're elemental based, so they could have done something element related. But yeah, I think they look great, but I'm a little bummed they took the word Omega from, not me, but they took it from Sam, you know?
Yeah, I thought it was poor choice of words.
For sure.
I was just like,
Maybe
okay.
maybe the Omega Ranger was influenced by the Omega Rangers of the past.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, if they do retcon it like that and they do try to tie it together, they got to be very, very careful and very, very smart with how they do it. If anything, like, because these are the new Rangers, and we've had Sam, the Omega Ranger, for what? That was 05. So we've had for like 15 years of knowing only one Omega Ranger who is supremely badass and not really utilized. And that's like why I wanted to do Shattered Pass. And then these like badass new Rangers, the Omega Rangers, and you know, a lot of people are gonna either forget about Sam or associate the word Omega with those dudes. I don't know.
Here's what it is. The Omega Rangers, all their powers have been merged into one for Sam to carry that. That's because time travel takes that much energy.
But where'd all the elements go?
Who knows?
See,
I think they had a recording contract in the 70s.
Got it. Okay.
Jesus.
See, Christian, that's a joke about music. There's a band called Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I understand that. I'm young, but I'm not that young. Jesus. One more thing I wanted to ask, though, is about the Omega time travel and Omega access. So, like, can he pull from, like, anywhere? Like, oh, here's the Saba Saber. Here's the Gold Staff. Here's the Galaxy Sabers.
He's like Kang the Conqueror in the Avengers cartoon.
Well, he has to go and physically scan it with his Omega Morpher. It's like, I'm sure you guys will appreciate it. When I'm writing, I'm like, this is kind of silly, but it makes sense. So basically, he has to be able to access it. And the way he does it is he goes with his Omega Morpher and goes, Omega Upload. And he goes, and then the energy of that weapon goes into his Omega Morpher. And that's how he's able to access it. But for like we were talking about writing around problems and stuff, I mean, I can't just have him go, oh shit, it's Draken, I better time travel to 3 seconds ago and know that he's going to be here, you know? So time travel is going to be a little wonky because of like a fight or something. But the way he acquires weapons and is able to access them is physically coming into contact with them. So like we have this scene written for episode 1 where he lands into this forest and he is looking for the Ninja Storm sword, which I wish had a cooler name, but it's just called the Ninja Storm sword. And we have one that we're saving for First Ninja, but he's going to have to like fight this guardian and get like approval to even use it. Scans it with his Omega Morpher, and then now he has access to Saba and the Ninja Storm sword. So it'll go like that throughout the series. And then I just want this scene where he's got like the dragon chest plate, Saba, the ninja, or the Dino Charge gun, maybe something else on his knee or something. But like I want him to be kind of like a Voltron of different Power Rangers stuff.
A dragon dagger with a what do they call it? Like a drop leg pouch. You know, where like they hook it around their quad, the mid thigh.
Or like the Wolf Ranger from Jungle Fury, he like uses his knees more than anything. Maybe he accesses those, and we're thinking about like what shield we want him to wear. It's all, you know, what we have to work with. But I want him to just be like in a Ranger suit, full Ranger suit, with all that shit on top of him, and just ready to fight Draken at some point. But that's the dream.
I have the most confidence that you will do it better than the 6th Ranger from Super Mega Force Legacy. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
With all the heads on him?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was ugly as hell.
Terrible. That was the worst thing ever. But that's such a cool concept, though, because you could really do something with that.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be the beauty of Shattered Pass. They're going to be really short episodes, but we're going to like pack them with different Rangers or different characters each episode. So it'll kind of the idea is to bring in all the fans from that, like you love In Space. What do you like, Sean? What's your favorite season?
Definitely not Megaforce.
Yeah, got that. I'll come back to you. But the idea is like
season 17 of Mighty Morphin.
Stop. All right, you're irrelevant now.
Yeah, I can't pinpoint it. I honestly haven't watched a lot of the in between, so I'd probably have to default to like the story arcs from various seasons, but probably Mighty Morphin season 1 and 2.
Okay, awesome. But like that's the plan. Is like maybe I'll get the Spiral Saber from space and the Power Blaster from Mighty Morphin, and it'll bring in more Ranger fans from different eras, and that's kind of been my dream with Shattered Past, is kind of creating this like short contained thing that we can do in between our bigger projects, but bring in more people that will come in because it has to do with their favorite season. And that's the plan. We're even talking about bringing in a Ninja Turtle, so it's gonna be crazy.
Oh no.
Hey, I mean, they're doing it in the comics, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah, we'll do it right though. Yes, we will. Okay. It'll be subtle, it'll be chill, and it'll be funny. It'll be good.
I mean,
it'll be tubular.
It'll be tubular.
I mean, that in-space episode was terrible, but I feel like they could do it a lot better in the comics, and y'all could do it a lot better than In-Space did.
Well, we won't have them like doing fight scenes and stuff. It'll just be more of like a cameo for just like, because we're all nerds and we'd love to see it happen,
But if you're going to bring the Turtles in, you got to figure out a way to bring Daredevil in too.
Oh my gosh. No plans for that. Because the hand and the foot?
Well, because the Turtles ooze is what blinded Daredevil.
Oh man, that's a little too much for me. But I've heard that before. I know that's what it's from. But I think it's going to be more along the lines of like we'll have like a Ninja Storm centric episode, and then we accidentally pop into the Ninja Turtles timeline and pop right back out or something like that. I just want it to be fun and crazy and like touch base on all the things we love. Really.
Hop into the back of the turtle van.
Have pop Sam right like pop into the sewer. I'm like, where am I? And you just see Michelangelo in the corner eating a pizza.
Yeah, exactly. Like fun stuff like that. I'm not gonna have like a full Leonardo driven episode, but like something just
good.
Little Easter egg. Easter egg for us fans.
Then I will approve.
Okay, thank you.
You got Sean's approval.
Yeah.
Always had my approval though, so
thank you. You believe in me.
Yeah, I believe since day one. Well, since I saw the trailer for the first Ninja, and I'm like, all right, well, what the fuck is this? I gotta check this shit out. It was awesome.
And we've been friends ever since.
Exactly. And you love Digimon, so that takes it from here to here.
Hell yeah, dude.
See, Sean's just like, what the fuck is Digimon?
Next time on Digital Monsters. That's all I know.
Hey, at least you got that part.
Yeah, that's good.
That's because I'm editing an episode where you say that in the very beginning.
Oh. Then that doesn't count.
Man.
I get the reference. Maybe.
Somewhat. But, Colin, I wanted to thank you for coming on today. This was amazing. This was a lot of fun. Again, y'all can check out his social medias down below. Colin Bass on Facebook. Colin the Blur on Instagram. Crimson Vision Studios on YouTube is what's posting First Ninja, Shattered Past, all that stuff, Reverse Flash Origins, which if you're a DC fan, which if you're watching Power Rangers, I'm pretty sure you should be a DC fan. You should be watching that too. So
my kiddo watched one of them and she liked it because we watched The Flash together.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, Reverse Flash, it gets better towards the end if you try my show out. Episodes 5, 6, and onwards, I'm like proud of. 1 through 4 are pretty rough. Just saying.
You got to find your voice, and when you do, you do.
We learned a lot through those first 4 episodes, but yeah, hopefully you guys dig season 2 because we have season 2, episode 2 coming out pretty soon, next month.
Oh, cool! I'll make sure to check that out. I know Danny's doing really good as Vibe. He's
awesome. The best. He's so funny. He's great.
Yeah, it's literally like you. Which one would you rather pick, Carlos or Danny? And it's like they're about equal at this point.
Yeah, and you should see Danny in this new episode, man. He steals every scene he's in. He's so cool.
And if Carlos leaves the show, Danny could step in and no one would notice.
It'd be like a soap opera switch.
Yeah, subtle differences.
Or
it'd be like when who was it? Divatox played both characters.
Demetria and Divatox.
Yeah.
Or
no one noticed.
It could be like that episode of Beetleborgs where the girl like flabbergastingly cast a spell and it changed the way she looked.
Ooh, yeah, spells will do it.
Why are you shaking your head, Sean?
Flabber, Beetleborgs. I think I'm on delay.
Yeah, pretty much. But
You've got me on a 5-second delay this episode somehow.
I don't understand how that's your shitty Wi-Fi.
I'm not at home. I can't help it. It's my shitty job that pays the bills.
This is true. Mine doesn't. But again, Colin, I wanted to thank you. Sean, you wanted to say anything else?
Nib High football rules. I got nothing else.
Do what now?
It's from Billy Madison.
Never
See,
watched
Billy
it.
Madison was a movie that...
Yeah, it's about as old as you. Anyway, we're out.
No. Yeah. Time to power down.
There we go.
Power down.